Hey everybody, I'm back in Marble Bay again. I should just bring over a cot and sleep here, except it rains. Day 27, reading Blossom Goodchild's book, The Bridge. I read this morning as I was eating breakfast again, and last night is really cool because they're talking about emotions and how to describe them. How do you describe how do you define love? It's hard when it's a feeling. Anyway, so this was really appropriate because the night before I was emailing a good friend of mine, and I was trying to figure out how to sign it, and the feeling that I had was huge for this young girl that I know. She's just amazing, and she's got an amazing journey ahead of her, and I'm so blessed to be part of her life. But there was no way words just don't do it. They don't cut it anymore. Maybe we'll get there, I don't know. Anyway, I'm in roughly the same spot. Marble Bay is not that big, but I wanted to get a picture of this apple tree behind me. And there's these beautiful yellow color apples on the top of that tree. And it's growing right on the beach. Like, now it's low tide, I'm maybe 20 feet from the water. And I've had those apples, they're fantastic. One of the ladies I bumped into at the farmer's market, she was telling me, don't ever buy apples. Don't buy apples. There's loads of apples around here. So I've seen, between my place and here, there's this one, the apple tree at my place, which was planted. It's a grafted thing. And between here, there's an Oregon crab apple, which is a little yellow apple. And I'm going to pick some of those when they start to drop and make some jelly. That's my plan. Anyway, onward ho, day 27 of Blossom Goodchild's book, The Bridge. I am mindful of your task, they say. We thank you for taking your time to express our words in the form that we are asking. In your world, you have many forms of words. They are often misused and misinterpreted. They are used in gay abandon, for their meaning cannot always portray the truth that one wishes. Words are a form of expression to rely on for your race, yet they do not adequately tell the true story of your soul. When one is, for instance, expressing their feelings, it cannot always be done in the way that really tells how the soul is feeling. It is feeling that is the truth. Words do not allow this to be brought out. We ask you to think carefully about how one uses words. They can misrepresent. You are aware of negative connotations. You are aware of how to use positive words in order to allow the best possible outcome. You are learning to delete negatives. How one little word can maim. How another can uplift. Use your words wisely. They can cause damage when expressed without thought. Learn to use them in a manner that assists. Be cautious of what is verbalized. When there is the written word, one can often misinterpret. Because I'm guilty of all this stuff. Blossom says, I do not feel the link, but I won't give up or give in. What do you suggest I do now? And they tell her, we suggest you allow yourself to keep on writing, even if it doesn't make sense. She says, what would be the point of that? They said, because sometimes when we are feeding you through the words, you feel that they are not making sense, and yet, when you read it back, you are quite surprised, are you not? She said, true, but other times I delete a sentence because I feel it doesn't. It is that I haven't tuned in? Is it that I haven't tuned in for long enough? They say, no, that's not the case. We are laughing at your questions, for we know where we are going and you do not. Close your eyes and look at the word we are showing you. And when they said that, I closed my eyes, and what I got was immediately trust. And Blossom says, love in its written form. And they said, now, Have a go at telling us what that means for you, or what it means for you. And she says, tricky. Need to think about this. The word love means, well, actually, now I am thinking about it, I don't know how to express it. How does one say what love means? I see what you're saying. We use it so often, and yet trying to interpret it is actually very difficult. I wonder what it says in the dictionary. The dictionary. And they said, you see, love is a feeling. There are no words to fully explain it. The feeling of love is far beyond any expression. We want your world to understand of this love in its true form, and yet there are no words to tell you what it is. He says, this is making sense. They said, that's why we talk in the way we do, to try and get you to know love. And yet, one can only discover it for the self, inside the self. You can express why you love someone, all the reasons that you love them, but you cannot put into words what it actually means, because it is beyond expression. You only feel it. Now, take the word hate. How would you describe that? Again, it is a feeling. You can express why you hate. I'm comfortable with that. But cannot fully interpret its meaning because it's a feeling. This is what we are trying to get through. That who you are is how you feel. That is you. That is your soul. If you did not have verbal language, your feelings could only be expressed through your body language. If you did not have a body, your feelings could only be expressed through thought. The thought, without words, can only be a feeling. Do you see? That feeling is a true expression of your soul. We ask you to think a little more about how you are feeling, not what you are thinking because of the feeling. If one paid more attention to the feeling, they would find that they understood themselves much more. It's huge. And they go on to say, in your world, if we may say, you are burdened with language. Even when one is talking to themselves in their mind, they are blocking their true feeling through language and the distortion of words. Please think about this. Become more in tune with your feeling. Do not try to put that feeling into words. Just allow it to be what it is, the feeling. By feeling the feeling, one begins to understand who they are and where they are within themselves. It is difficult to explain through words, but if you begin to practice this art, each one of you shall understand exactly what it is we are saying. Try it daily. You shall notice the change within. Others will notice the change without. You see, by persevering, one always gets a result. Water taxis, I think, coming in shortly again up at the dock. So that's the end of day 27 in Blossom Goodchild's book, The Bridge. If you would like more information on her books, her channelings, and her readings as well, you can go to her website, www.blossomgoodchild.com. And today, what's the date? Maybe the 28th? Oh well. 27th or 28th, I think it's 28th of September. She has this is Sunday, she has a new YouTube video up, channeling with Federation of Light on YouTube. So she does her channelings with Federation of Light and the spirit known as White Cloud on YouTube, and they're also in text form on her website. So, actually, no, that's not true. She does not. It's on her website, but it's not up on YouTube yet. It will be in a day or two. That one was a lot to think about, or feel about. Okay. Dog needs walking. Probably has to poo. Yeah. I'll talk to you again.